Greetings and welcome to the Transform Podcast. I'm your host, Christopher Anastasio. It is Friday, July 29th, 2022, and this is episode 77. Welcome back, guys. Just as I predicted and expected when I published episode 76 last week, it was indeed a long delay in between episodes due to illness, and so I think that episode came out on Thursday the 21st, if I remember correctly, and so here we are on the 29th with the next episode since then. So thanks for hanging in there, guys. Voice still sounds a little bit off, so my apologies for that, but this will be a fairly quick episode, just a kind of a flash update that I wanted to get to you guys, something I was reading today about Instagram and TikTok. I don't know if you guys have been following this, if you're on these platforms or both of these platforms, you probably have seen this, but recently, and I believe it was Kylie Jenner from the Kardashian clan who first led this push to make Instagram again and make it less like TikTok, even though it seems to be trending in the direction of being more like TikTok. And so basically, the backstory to that petition that she released is that as TikTok has rocketed to the top of the social media heap, beginning probably, I'd say back in 2019 and then really picking up steam in 2020 during the pandemic, Instagram has trended over to a lot of TikTok-like features, really pushing Reels videos, putting essentially Reels videos into the news feed where you usually saw photographs dominating. So basically just kind of making the entire app more video-centric, video-focused, and just really, really kind of driving it in the direction of what you see when you go to TikTok. Where on TikTok, you see mostly videos. Occasionally you'll see somebody post like a still image with, like some GIF graphics or text or whatnot, and those can work. I mean, I've seen those work. But really, when you go to TikTok, you're fully expecting videos, dynamic video play going on the app there. And so with Instagram, which was always a photo-centric app that kind of accommodated video for a while and then kind of dabbled into like IGTV where you could go longer with the videos, and then eventually came out with Reels and, just sort of, favoring that over everything. Hey guys, sorry for that sort of breaking the action there. So what I was saying, just gathering my train of thought, is that if you were on TikTok, you fully expected and anticipated and are reacting to, according to all the metrics, the video content there. It's what people go there for far and away primarily. Whereas Instagram, there's still an affinity, which you can especially see from this petition that was filed, for photographs, for keeping track of the people you follow and seeing the people you follow show up in your newsfeed versus the TikTok-style algorithmic recommendations where you're seeing content from a lot of people that you don't know that just happen to be in your interest graph rather than your social graph. The social graph kind of referring to like your followers and the people you're following and stuff like that, whereas the interest graph is just more so, will this content interest you? So the apps, from their truest nature are different from each other. But there's no question that Instagram has trended over towards, has trended over towards a TikTok-style experience. So, so I think that that's been an interesting reaction on Instagram's part. It's a big bet that they're making where, eventually you could get to the point where people are like, hey, might as well just go over to TikTok. I mean, that's where the original, the original effort was made to make video the centerpiece, to make interest graphs the centerpiece versus social graphs. So there's a lot riding on that, and so that's where the trend was going up to the point where this petition came out and was signed, and it's not terribly surprising that there was backlash. I mean, users often have backlash, against their preferred platform when it changes. So no real surprise there. But what's notable about this is some of the largest users on Instagram are raising the flag on this and saying, don't do this. And they're getting a lot of support behind them, obviously. So coming up to the present day, to literally today, the chief of Instagram, Adam Mosseri, I believe is how you pronounce his last name, Mosseri, basically came out and said, hey, we're relooking this. We are looking at, should the newsfeed just be photocentric? Should the newsfeed, be more focused on who you're following and stuff like that? The data does not suggest that some of our recent changes are going very well. I mean, it was a really shocking admission because just a day or two prior, both Mosseri and Zuckerberg, CEO of Meta, reaffirmed this approach. They reaffirmed the notion that Instagram was going to head in this direction, was going to be more AI-centric in terms of recommending content to you and putting content in your feed that you don't follow. And they went all in on it. I mean, their remarks appeared to go all in on it. And then today, July 29th, it appeared that the Instagram CEO, at least, was backing away from it. So the reason that I wanted to highlight this for you guys is not only just to kind of keep you abreast of these sort of breaking news kind of aspects of the story, but also as a reminder that when you go all into a particular platform, when you do not spread yourself across platforms and learn and become a practitioner at different platforms, you can be subject to the whims of that particular platform. I mean, let's say you were all in on Instagram. Let's say you said, hey, Chris, I only have time for Instagram. I can't learn anything else. I'm plowing through Instagram and I'm building up followers and it's great. It's like, okay, I mean, there's something to be said about focusing, but at the same time, as Instagram got away from its traditional disposition, you would be sort of stuck with that because you don't have a presence or you have no sizable presence on any other platform. And you're just stuck kind of saying, okay, well, I guess I gotta go along with what Instagram is doing here. I gotta just adapt to it and change with it. And that's fine too. There's nothing wrong with that. But it definitely shows you how there becomes a certain fluctuation in your business and in the way you approach your marketing, that if you are stuck on one platform and you've really staked your claim there, that a big seismic change like this can really, really, really affect you. So I think it's kind of both aspects here, guys, just kind of keeping you abreast of what's going on with these two platforms and the changes that are afoot for both of them and sort of the shocking reversal today from Instagram. And then secondly, just keeping you, kind of aware of this notion of, hey, maybe I don't want to be just focused on one platform. Maybe I need to branch out a little bit. Maybe I need to get onto a second or a third or a fourth platform and just make sure that I'm learning as much as I can about those as well. Okay, so we're going to stop it here, guys. Just kind of wanted to get this out to you quickly today before the weekend comes. Can't believe we'll be back in August next month. I mean, the year is just flying by. Aiming to do 2 episodes next week, guys, 78 and 79. There's a chance, given some travel that I have, that we may only get to episode 78. So hopefully we can get you guys 2 episodes next week and get fully back on track. But there's always a possibility that there will be only 1 episode next week. So we'll just see how that works out and I'll keep you guys apprised. In the meantime, appreciate you guys following us, appreciate your attention, supporting our podcast. You can check out Transform, Facebook, and LinkedIn, and you can go to the website at transform.com. In the meantime, guys, have a great weekend. Hope everybody had a great July. We'll see you on the other side in August. And with that, have a great night, guys. This is Chris Anastasio and Transform signing off. Have a good night. Bye-bye.